Hello students, good morning. Now in my today's lecture, we will discuss about interval of sets or interval as a subset. Yesterday we had seen some points. Now today we will discuss about interval. What is interval in subsets? Let A, B belongs to R, means A and B are some real numbers. It means between A and B, many real numbers are included. Many real numbers are found. So we can say Y such that A, Y, B belongs to R and A and B are not included. A and B are not included. A and B are not included. Means when we see two real numbers, between those two real numbers we have many real numbers. Now one of them is Y, maybe C, maybe T, maybe X, whatever you want. So when we count, this A and B are not included, and if we write this AB in small bracket, this interval is called open interval. This is what? Open interval. Open interval. Is it? Now, in case when suppose C belongs to AB, this square bracket means C lies between A, C and B and these belongs to R, means we have A and B here, both A and B are both included. A, B are included. Now this interval is called, when we write A, B, this is called closed interval. Closed interval. Similarly, if we have A, B and one side we have a small bracket and other side we have this square bracket, this is called open closed interval. Open closed interval means here A is not included but B is included. Now if we have this kind of bracket A, B, closed and open interval, this is closed open interval. Close open interval means here A will be included in counting but will not count B. B will not be included. So we have four kinds of intervals. One is open interval, other is closed interval. Here we have open closed interval and here we have closed open interval. Means wherever you have closed open interval, closed means you have to include that number. Open, that number is not included. Now one more important thing, when we plot these intervals on number line, see, suppose this is number line, real line 0, 1, 2, 3, here we have -1, -2, -3. If we have closed interval, suppose you have interval like this, I am writing -2 and 2. This is open interval. Means here we have -2 and here we have 2. So we show this in circle and this circle is open circle. Open circle. Means you can say -2 to 2. What is its interval? -2 to 2. Suppose we have closed interval -2 to 2. So on number line, this is 0. Here we have -2. Suppose here we have +2. So we make the circle and this circle is darkened. This circle is darkened. -2 to +2. Suppose you have -2 and 2. Open close interval. Means in this case we have 0. Here we have -2, here we have +2. Open close, so one side is open and other side is closed, and this will be darkened. This will be darkened. Now we have -2 to 2, close open interval. So the same thing, this is 0, here -2 and here +2. This is closed, so this is darkened and this one is open. So this is how we represent the interval on number line. Is it okay? Now the next point is difference of sets. Means let A and B are two sets. Then A minus B. A minus B is what? A minus B is what? Or B minus A is what? Or B minus A is what? Very simple. In my language, in your own language, simply we say that if two sets A and B are given, then A minus B means the elements of A which are not found in B. Let's see, I am giving example, then you can see. A is element 1, 2, 3, 5, 9. Here we have set B, we have 2, 3, 6, 8. Is it? We have A and B. Then A minus B. A minus B means elements of A which is not found in B. Elements of A which are not found in B. So check which are the elements which are not in B. Like A minus B means what? 1 is not here, 5 is not here, 9 is not here. Means A minus B is 1, 5 and 9. 1, 5 and 9. B minus A. B minus A means elements of B which are not found in A. So see which are the elements which are not in A. Means we have 6 and 8. Elements of B, 6 and 8. 6 and 8 of B are not in A. This is B minus A. So let's see one more conclusion. We have A minus B 1, 5, 9. B minus A is 6, 8. Are these two sets equal? No. Means A minus B is not equal to B minus A. Now this is our own language. Means how to define elements of A which are not found in B, that is A minus B, elements of A which is not found B, which is not found in A, this is B minus A. Now let we suppose how to define mathematically, then let A is any arbitrary element, means assumed element which belongs to A, and A does not belong to A. Means A belongs to A and A does not belong to B. Means element which is belonging to A but not in B. What I told? Elements of A which are not found in B, this is A minus B. So what is this? A is any element of A, means A belongs to A and A does not belong to B. It means this shows that A minus B. Similarly, let this is A minus B. Now for B minus A, what we have? Let B belongs to B, but B does not belong to A. Any element is found, this is set B, capital B. If any element of set B is not belonging to set A, means B, small b is the element of set B and this is belonging to B and the same element is not found in A, it means this shows B minus A. Got it? Means in your own language you can say A minus B, the elements of A which are not found in B is A minus B, B minus A, elements of B which are not found in A. But in our own language, let any arbitrary element of A which is belonging to A and but it is not belonging to B, it shows A minus B. And if any other element of B which is belonging to B but not belonging to A, this is what? B minus A. And what was the conclusion? For any two sets A and B, A minus B is never equal to B minus A. A minus B is never equal to B minus A. Got it? Okay. Now we are coming to next point. Universal set. Universal set is a set which contains all kinds of elements of the sets of its own kind. Just try to understand what I am telling you. Universal set is a set which contains all the elements of those sets which are of its own kind. Do you mean it? Own kind means? Means suppose we have a set of all natural numbers. Another set we are having set of all odd natural numbers. Another set we have set of all even natural numbers. Another set we have all set of composite numbers. Another natural number we have set of all prime numbers. So all composite numbers, prime numbers, odd numbers, even numbers, all are contained in the number system, means natural number. Suppose I am giving first example. Let U is noted as universal set and we are writing 1, 2, 3, 4 and dash dash means up to infinite. Set of all natural numbers. We have a set A. This is suppose 1, 3, 5, 7 and so on. We have a set B. We have 2, 4, 6, 8 and so on. We have a set C. We have 2, 3, 5, 7, 11 and so on. We have a set D. Suppose set D having 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12, 14 and so on. And see, U is noted for universal set. This is set of all natural numbers. A is a set of elements 1, 3, 5, set of all odd natural numbers. B is set of all even natural numbers. C is set of all prime numbers. D is set of all composite numbers. So you can see all these sets A, B, C and D, their elements are contained in this universal set. So what I told, universal set is a set which contains all the elements of sets of its own kind, means natural number. Suppose we have a set U, this is universal set, and this is set of all triangles, set of all triangles. Set A, we have suppose set of all equilateral triangles. Set B, we have set of all isosceles triangle. C, we have set of all acute angled triangle. So see, U is set of all kinds of triangles, and set A is set of all equilateral triangle. Set B is set of all isosceles triangle. Set C is all acute angle triangle, maybe obtuse angle triangle, maybe right angle triangle. So all these triangles will be contained in this set. So this is set of triangles, and these sets are of its own kind. So U is said to be universal set. Okay, now universal set, set of the numbers or the set such as containing all the sets of its own kind. Got it? This is called universal set, and it is noted by U. Now one more thing I would like to add in this regard here. Complement of sets. Complement of sets. Complement of sets means, suppose you are given a set A. So complement of A is A dash. We write A dash, or we write like this, A and small c on the top. This shows the complement of A dash or C. What does it means? Means when we are going to find the complement of any sets, it can be found only when you are given the universal set. It is the condition. Without universal set, we cannot find the complement. Suppose we are given universal set 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up to infinite, all natural numbers. We have set A containing all these odd natural numbers. So when you remove all odd natural numbers from universal set, what is left? Means all even natural numbers. That is complement. So how we find the complement? Means to find the complement, we remove the elements of that set from universal set. Like universal set is containing all natural numbers. A is what? Set of all odd natural numbers. So when you remove all these odd natural numbers from this universal set, what is left? Means all even natural numbers are left. So what is complement? Here A dash is set of all even natural numbers. Similarly, if you find complement of B, it is set of all even natural number. So when we remove this even natural numbers from universal set, what is left? If you find B dash, so what is it? Set of all odd natural numbers. Means odd numbers are even numbers are removed, odd numbers are left. Now one more thing, when we find the complement of complement, means a dash of dash, complement of complement is again a, again a, means complement of complement means the set itself. For example, suppose we have got set a dash, set of all even natural numbers, because set a is of odd natural numbers. So when it is removed, so what is left, means we have left all even natural numbers. After that again, if you are finding the complement, if you are again finding the complement, so again you will remove this all even natural number from the universal set. So what is left, all odd natural number will be left. So when we find the complement of complement, when we find the complement of complement, complement of complement is the set itself. Got it? Now repeating once again, universal set and without universal set, complement of set cannot be found. Okay. Now next point, we have union of sets and intersection of sets. Two functions are union of sets and intersection of sets. Union means to unite, means we have to combine the elements of two or more sets. We have to combine the elements of two or more sets, but taking care that elements should not be repeated. I am giving your own language. This is general language. Suppose I am giving example. Let A is a set containing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. B is an element, B is a set of containing 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now when we are having the condition to combine these two sets, means we have to unite the elements of the sets, so we have to see which are the common elements, means those elements which are found in both the sets will not be repeated. So in this case, A union B, A union B is 4, 5 is here and here both. So once we will write this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is A union B. This 4 and 5 were found in set A and set B both. So once we have taken this is called union of sets. Now in this set, all the elements, just observe the elements of this A union B. This is also a set. So elements of these sets are either of set A or of set B. Means all the elements in these elements, some of the elements are from A and some of the elements from B. Means the elements are either from set A or from set B. So how to define? A union B is defined as A belongs to A or A belongs to B. Means if where A is any arbitrary element of any arbitrary element, means A union B is defined as A belongs to A or A belongs to B. Means either the element in found A union B may be from A or from B. So A belongs to A or A belongs to B. Is it? Now next segment, intersection of sets. intersection of sets. We write this like A intersection B. Symbol is A intersection B. Intersection means common elements in A and B both. As I have given the example of sets A and set B. So what are the common elements? What are the common elements? Means if you are finding through that set, so A intersection B is what? 4, 5. 4, 5 means 4 and 5 are found both in A and B. Then what are the common elements? This is called A intersection B. This is simple general language. Now what is mathematical language? The elements which are found in both A and B. A and B. Try to understand. Here we have used the word OR. For union we use the word OR. Mean element is from A or from B. A or from B. Either from A or from B. But in case of intersection, we use the word AND. Means elements are found from A and B. Means both elements are found from both the sets. So let A belongs to A and A belongs to B. Means the element A, small a, is belonging to A and the same element is belonging to B. This is called A intersection B. A intersection B means we use the word AND. This is a very important thing. And here we use OR. When we explain the union, we use the word OR. When we explain the word intersection, we use this word AND. Take care of this. This is a very important point to be noted. So we have intersection and union, two things. Now it is enough for today's lecture. In next lecture we shall see some Venn diagrams and some more important things. Okay, thank you very much.